Nick Foles has 3 weeks to get in sync with his receivers. Making his second start since MVP candidate Carson Wentz tore his left ACL, Foles had a tough time in Philadelphia's 19-10 victory over Oakland on Monday night. He was 19 of 38 for 163 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception, 1 week after he had 4 TD passes and no picks in a 34-29 win at the Giants. The Eagles, 13-2, clinched the NFC's No. 1 seed with the victory over the Raiders, 6-9, so Foles and most of the starters may not play much or at all against Dallas in Week 17. Their next meaningful game is January 13 or 14 in the playoffs. Considering the offense's poor performance Christmas night, coach Doug Peterson might want to let them work on it against the Cowboys. It'll probably be Wednesday before I make a final decision on who plays, Peterson said. Right now with only 2 quarterbacks, I would assume Foles has to play some. The wind played a factor in the passing game for both teams. Oakland's Derek Carr also struggled. It was gusty at times, made it a little more difficult, Peterson said. After Ronald Darby intercepted Carr's pass with 54 seconds left, Foles came through. He completed 4 straight passes for 21 yards. Following an incomplete pass, Jake Elliott kicked a 48-yard field goal with 22 seconds left. Derek Barnett sealed it when he returned a fumble 23 yards for a touchdown after picking up a lateral on Oakland's final play from scrimmage. I didn't play good enough, Foles said. I have to play cleaner, need pinpoint accuracy and good decisions on third downs. Here's some things we learned from Philadelphia's win over Oakland. Big play D, the Eagles forced 5 turnovers in the second half, making one big play after another to bail out the offense. It was a dramatic turnaround for the defense, which struggled against Eli Manning and the Giants last week. They held the Raiders to 274 total yards, 63 coming on one play Carr's TD pass to Amari Cooper. Last week, our offense was carrying us and we were playing like trash, and this week our offense was making little mistakes and we had to come out there and make some plays, Darby said. That's what football is all about, a team effort. Third down woes, the Eagles were 1 for 14 on third downs and somehow still won. They were 2 for 2 on fourth down, including a conversion on a TD drive in the first quarter. We just didn't get into a rhythm, tight end Zach Ertz said. Our defense bailed us out. Mack attack, Raiders defensive end Khalil Mack didn't have any sacks for the first time in 6 weeks, but he caused Pro Bowl right tackle Lane Johnson to commit 2 holding penalties and have a false start penalty. You can count on Khalil, Raiders coach Jack Del Rio said. You put it down and he's going to play well. He's a fiery football player and his attitude and effort every day is unbelievable. He's very consistent that way. Beast mode, Marshawn Lynch had 95 yards rushing on a season-high 25 carries. He almost became the first running back to reach 100 yards against Philadelphia since October 2016. The Raiders finished with 134 yards on the ground against the NFL's top-ranked run defense.